Hey everyone, so I'm back and I'm here to do a tutorial on just pretty much my basic morning makeup so that I can go throughout the day, something simple, and effective and cute. So I wanted to show you guys pretty much how I go about my daily routine. Alright, so I've got half of my face done and then the other half is not done with the exception of my eyebrows. I've got to pretty much sum it up to 15 minutes and the first one I made was like over 30 minutes, so it gets way too boring. So what I did was I started off with my eyebrows. Now the rest of my face is not done. You can tell this part of my face is done. So this is what it's going to look like when it's all finished. It's very simple, just a little bit of blush, pink lipstick, and some brown and coral kind of undertone eyeshadows. And then this side is my natural morning, with the exception of that, face. Not always pretty. Okay, guys, so the first thing we're going to do is moisturize. I need to moisturize my face. So you can use any moisturizer. And this is just to make it a good habit, kind of moisturize your face in the morning. Make sure you get everything. Clean your neck. Alright. The next thing I like to do is my concealer. I like to conceal all the blemishes that I have, and in this case I have a few down here. Let me place my mirror. I have a few blemishes, and what I do is I use BHCOSMETICS 10 color palette concealer palette. They are awesome. Their prices are cheap, very inexpensive, and their products are highly pigmented. These concealers are the bomb. So go ahead and check out their websites, bhcosmetics.com. Okay. All right. So what I do is I like to mix. Mine. Kind of give it like a more natural hue. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over these blemishes that I have, and then with my finger blend them as much with a concealer brush. Use a concealer brush to blend it in, and then with my finger what I like to do is kind of go over it, and you use your weak finger. Your ring finger is your weakest finger on your hand. Okay, I like to do that. And once, see how good that covers? And that was just with a little bit, guys. That was just a little bit that I used. And I'm not gonna go over my eyes quite yet. Okay, I'm just gonna use this on these babies that I got right here until I can cover them, and then I'll go over them again. Alright, so once I've got my concealer, over that one. Okay. Now I'm gonna go over my eyes, and I like to use these two light ones. Okay, these two colors. And then I'll go in a V-shaped form, and I cover even the top of my eye. Okay, making sure that you pat it under and down. Under your eyes, and then way up here, down. Okay, cover all that area. Okay, once you have that, see how already it looks nice and bright. Right, once I have that done, I'm pretty much done with this. Okay, next thing you want to do is apply your foundation. I use L'Oreal True Match in color C6. Okay, and a flat blending brush will do. And I just use the back of my hand. Just put a very little bit, because we're doing half of my face, so just a little bit goes a long way with these brushes as well. Okay, and then you just blend. And you apply that in a dabbing motion on your face. Close your eyes. And you just dab when you're first applying it. Okay. Dab, dab, dab. Then you get the remainder and you circular motion. Alright, once we've got that, we're all done with that. Next, you want to do is prime your eyes. Just go ahead and prime the eye. And I use E.L.F eye lip primer, and people, this works just as good as Urban Decay primer potion, and it's only $1 at Target. Okay, if you're conscious, but you're budget conscious like moi, $1 is a fantastic deal. Again, you just blend that in the top of your eye and on the bottom of the tear duct. Okay, once we have that, we're gonna set this foundation. Okay, so you're gonna use face brush, and I like to use E.L.F. Again, E.L.F. Translucent mattifying powder. Really, really good, and it's only $3. It's from their studio line. Okay, $3 at Target. Check them out. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna apply that matting powder, kind of set it in. Set this in. Okay. See how force I have it, I go to the other side of the face too. Okay. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're going to apply that blush. Okay, just on your cheeks. Just on your cheeks. And I use E.L.F blush in Candid Coral. So the color is kind of like this. Candid Coral. It's a really pretty coral. This camera doesn't do it very much justice, but it's very pretty. And these products, you know, they all bring like their little mirror, so it's awesome. You don't have to walk around with 700 mirrors at once. Okay. So once we're done with that, we're pretty much done with the face. Okay. I want to go ahead and go with my eyes. So I use the 120 color palette from BHCOSMETICS, and this is palette number 1. I don't have very much time, so I've got to kind of breeze through this. This is palette number 1, and it brings a whole bunch of colors. Okay, brings 120 highly pigmented colors. This is the best gift, and guys, when there's like Christmas sales and stuff, you can catch these dirt cheap. Dirt cheap, when I tell you. Okay, so the colors I'm going to use are these browns, because it's my everyday, so I kind of like to go in neutral colors. I'm going to use this brown right here. Okay, this brown right here as my base. I've already got that primer in there, so it's going to give it a very, very, very pigmented color. Okay, it's going to seal that color in. And you're just going to put that on your lid. That's all you're going to do, is just put that on your lid. Then you're going to take a blending brush, and actually the brush that I use for my eyeshadow is an E.L.F Blush eyeshadow brush for $1 at Target, guys, at Target. The blending brush I'm going to use is MAC 275, and I know I've got my new brushes, but I really like to use these because I'm kind of used to it until I can get used to the other ones. So just going to blend that and take off any harsh edges on it. The next color you're going to use on top of that is kind of like this brownish coralish here. Okay, and then you're gonna put that over on your crease line, over that one. Okay, right to the bottom of your duct, and bring it up near the, and then again blend it out. Okay, the last color we're going to use is this kind of golden tone up here. I'm going to put that right under our brow bone, and that's just going to give it some highlight. Okay, some highlight, and then you're going to blend that in. Okay, And pretty much we're going to use the same color here on the tear duct. And just bring it up. Kind of make that eyeshadow pop. Okay? Right. And that's pretty much it for the eyeshadows. The next thing I'm going to use is my eyeliner. I like to use Milani's Liquif-Eye brush. Okay. Not brush, Liquif-Eye eyeliner. This is my holy grail. I tear a lot, and this is waterproof, and it is just smooth as it can be. I'll try to get that. And you just want to kind of line the top of your eye. Just like that. Just a very simple line. Because again, this is an everyday look, guys. You're not going clubbing. Just something nice and simple. And the bottom, your waterline. You want to do your waterline as well. Okay. Okay. Once you have that done, we're going to go and apply some mascara.